Come on, Poop Master, you
maybe
got
an
this.
inch or two of soil on top. So you have more green, and then put your brown back on top.
So those little pebbles are...
So 2 layers. And then some more poop.
Money siya to sa Zambia, sa Africa, nila gibuhat.
Yeah, that's okay. You might want to put a little more, but that's okay for now. The important thing is, then the next step is to put your soil back on. So you're still using the same soil, but while this is on top, the poop is going to get very hot, and also the green material, and it's going to start cooking underneath. It's going to invite all kinds of microorganisms and worms into this hole, the good ones, the good bugs, that will keep eating and pooping and decomposing. And this little plot of land is going to be all healthy, healed land. The Bible talks about God healing our land. He's given us all the provision and resources to do that. Like, this is all part of His creation. All of this comes from God, from His creation. And it's all around us, but we don't see it as that sometimes. His provision, we expect it to look differently, but if we just look at what He is, Romans 1:20 says, all creation's awaiting, and creation, is expectant for God. Creation is acknowledging God, and sometimes we don't acknowledge creation. So this is all stuff from God, and we can use it and point towards His provision. So anyways, then we'll put our soil back on top, and while the hole is all decomposing, make sure that you cover up the manure. Depending on what you plant, sometimes the manure can burn if you have seedlings or something small. So make sure it's covered up. Put your worms back in, and then you can plant right on top. And as the roots go down, it's going to find good nutrients and good soil underneath as your plant grows. And also the other benefit of this is pretty clayey soil. It's still pretty sticks together good. So when it rains, it should fill your hole and it'll retain water so much better, longer than if you plant just digging a little hole and cultivating. So it can store water, it can provide good food for your crops, and then you do this to a whole field. Then the next field, you may not have to do this. You can just cultivate it regularly, and then you'll still have much better soil, much better land. It's very labor intensive.
Yeah.
And I'm not that tired, but I just sweat a lot when I'm here. So
The benefits of having the nutrients down below is that the roots are encouraged to grow down and give you healthier plants. They get better roots because the roots go out seeking that nutrition.
Instead of going sideways
and sort of going through the stones and so on, they go down towards nutrition.
So.
Okay, Clean.